We went to Utah 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, yeah, it's about 2 weeks now. We went over the spring break and we drove. So we have two kids. One is a 5-year-old, one is a 5-month-old. So we had to do a lot of stops. So we had to be very organized before we left. And we went with a group of friends. So everyone we all wanted to leave at the same time, but it just didn't work out. And I was like, no, with the baby, I want to do my own driving. It took us about, what, 9-10 hours?
9.5 hours. There's the 4 families, everyone including was 17 people.
I think we stopped in Victorville, right? To eat.
Victorville to eat.
Stop at In-N-Out.
Yeah. Eat the veggie non-patty burger.
You know how In-N-Out has a secret menu as well, supposedly? So you can just tell them to get like an animal style with cheese. And so they do the vegetarian, so there's no patty, but there's like, all the animal style stuff. So there's like, it's delicious.
And I think we prayed namaz there.
Yeah, we prayed.
Over there.
Did we pray at Zohar before we left?
No, we left. Yeah, that's true. We left Zohar. We prayed before we left.
We drove all the way from the desert all the way to that random gas station.
Yeah,
right?
random gas, like an hour before, or 50 minutes an hour before Vegas. Basically stopped there to pray Asr and fill up gas. I have a thobe in the car because I usually wear shorts and stuff, and just pray next to a car. That's what we usually do.
Yeah.
Do wudu, make wudu there, and then
Yeah, you have to go use the restrooms at the ase station to do that.
She's like more particular than me. Like if I was like traveling and stuff, usually I wouldn't do it. But one time, the airport is the one place where I'm like very cautious. But she made me do it like
traveling
several
with
places.
me.
Like I'm like, I don't like pull over and not miss the flight.
I mean, it's fun. Like, why take? Why? If there's a possibility of you doing something,
I don't miss the flight.
What is people gonna like? What is the worst gonna happen? That. But most of the people are just curious. We got to Vegas and we were like, okay, now the kid is hungry. My 5-year Sulaiman, he was hungry. So then we looked up like Zabiha places. Like there's a Zabiha app. So we pulled up the Zabiha app and we were looking at a place and there was like this pizza Italian place, right?
Yeah.
The little Italy
I
or
don't
something.
remember the name, but
So we called in, we ordered so we ordered the food with them, and we got there, and we prayed.
No, so I was gonna pray. Yeah. I was like, can I pray here on the side? Because there's nobody there. I'm like, can I pray here on the side? The guy's like, oh brother, I have a place in the back. So he had like a sajala set up and masala set up, and so I just went and prayed there, and then you went and prayed there, and so we left. That day we stayed in St. George. We went to this like lake or whatever.
Yeah, the cliff jumping place. The kids loved it. They went hiking, and most of the kids were teenagers, so they went hiking up. And then there's a few spots where you just do cliff jumping, so you jump in the water. And then we did ATV.
Yeah, jet ski.
Jet ski.
But yeah, I prayed right there in the park. No, we prayed Doha even though it's Friday.
Yeah, it was Jummah.
Jummah, we couldn't do Jummah because I didn't have the book, so I couldn't do the khutbah.
We didn't.
But that's what
you guys prayed together, right? All the kids, everyone prayed because we were in the parking lot, so we had like a big Jummah.
So like I led them out, and like all the guys prayed behind me, and then some of them prayed Asr.
That's all we did that day, right?
That day we did jet skiing, and then we went home and ate. So like
food is a big deal. So before we left, we had a WhatsApp group for this trip, and literally like I don't even know how many menus we changed because everyone had to like bring one meat item from home, whatever, because we wanted to do minimal cooking there, just because it's one of those not relaxing trips, it's more adventurous kind, so you don't have time to like actually sit down and like cook and all that. So each family had like a few things that we like, okay, you bring this, you bring that, you bring this. I don't know what we ate that day.
That is the day I made Philly cheesesteak.
Oh yeah, Nilofer brought the steaks.
Yeah, my friend brought the steaks. And I made wings from here, and I froze them, and I went over there and baked them again to make them crispy, and then I made the sauce and ate them.
And then my other friend, she actually boiled the chicken, made roast beef before she went there, and then so like for the daytime, we went and we bought in St. George because there was a Subway close by, so we just went to Subway, got like those veggie sandwiches, put in our own chicken and meat, and like ate that. And the next day we did a whole tour. We went up to Bryce Canyon, which is I think like another 2+ hours.
Yeah.
And so like the weather was like the first day when we did all the water sports, the weather was like in 70s. The next day we were going up and it's gonna be snow and stuff. So we drove up and we stopped at the snow place first, right? We drove directly.
Yeah, we had a snowball fight there.
Yeah, we spent like an hour.
They didn't have running water there at the park because it's like way up there and there's like no water hookup. We stopped at the gas station. People got some little things to like snacks to eat. And then I think you did wudu there.
Because that's why we went all the way up because there were the bathrooms and you were like, oh, we need to stop there.
Yeah. And so I think I prayed namaz there and then It was freezing. Like literally, it was like super cold and windy. Like
We were looking at like a vacation rental, like a house. So we found this place, and that's why it's an hour plus out of like from the main national parks in Utah. But it was a nice townhouse, so it worked out that way where like you have your own space and
kitchen,
like,
everything like a house, proper house.
yeah,
Like,
it's
so
like
you cook whatever, and like we took like most of the food. One night I think we ate pizza, whatever.
Yeah.
And everything else we cooked there. They had like a barbecue.
They had a barbecue grill, so we barbecued one day. And
We
so yeah,
took
so
food.
we put in a lot of effort before time just to see we find the right place.
So the third day we went to Zion, which is like the main hiking national forest or park or whatever. So we got there. I don't know, like what time did we leave? Like
We
9,
got there
10.
early, yeah, 10.
So like everyone went. So we did on little hikes for the kids. And I prayed them out outside, like the main. There's like.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing is like bathrooms. You want to find a clean bathroom if you want to use. Like you don't have to go make wudu and stuff. So that lodge place they had because it's like a lodge. They're like rooms upstairs so that people actually live inside inside the park. And so the bathrooms were clean. It was like a hotel bathroom, and then like one in the end where the baby changing table is and stuff had its own like sink and everything. So I was like, score! I can make wudu without people looking at me.
Yeah, so she told me to come there. So it's like
I was like, go! I told everyone, I'm like, go make wudu there. It's so clean, and there's our own sink.
The next day we woke up, and then
we drove up to Vegas and we ate at the halal Thai place because all the other friends of ours when they were going to Utah they ate at the Thai place and they were like, oh, you guys have to stop and eat at the halal place. So we stopped there on our way back for lunch and we prayed and they had like a cute little corner for prayer.
Yeah, they had an area set up.
They had like a whole screens around it so you can like go inside and pray and everything.
And then we
made home before
Isha. By my game, so like 8:40 something. Yeah, 8:30 we came home.